All right, we just got finished searching the Miskatonic Museum. And now we're all aboard
The Essex County Express.
the Essex County Express, indeed. So, scenario 3. Recent events in the museum have forced you to reevaluate Armitage's tale about Dunwich. It cannot be a coincidence. Wilbur Whately, the Necronomicon, the creature from Dunwich, and the people and creatures who attacked here in Arkham, everything must be connected. You're certain now where you must head, the lonely and dismal town of Dunwich. You consider still telling the Massachusetts State Police what you know, but the negative consequences outweigh the potential gain. Given the nature of your story, they would likely write your stories off as an absurd hoax. Worse, they could lock you up. After all, you were present in an illegal speakeasy, and you also trespassed into the museum. We got let in by the security guard.
You know the murdered dude inside had nothing to do with it either.
Instead, you decide to head to Dunwich yourself in order to investigate further. You pack everything you think you might need and manage to get some rest for the night. In the morning, you head to the train station in Northside and purchase a last-minute express ticket. Dunwich is several hours by train northwest along the Miskatonic River Valley. There is no train station in Dunwich, but you manage to phone one of Armitage's acquaintances in the small village, a man by the name of Zebulon Whately, who was present during the events several months ago. Armitage's notes indicate that the Whately family is spread across many branches, some decadent and unscrupulous, others undecayed or otherwise untouched by nefarious and diabolic rites. According to Armitage, Zebulon's branch of the family lay somewhere in between the decayed and undecayed Whateleys, who knew of the traditions of his ancestors but was not corrupted by them. He agrees to pick you up at the closest station and drive you into town. As the train departs from Arkham, you feel the events of the previous night catching up to you, and exhaustion sets in. But before you can safely reach your destination, the train car suddenly rumbles and shakes, startling you out of your reverie. The train loudly skids to a violent halt, and you hear a rattling noise behind you. Set up. Gather all the cards from the following encounter sets. The Essex County Express. Okay, so Essex County Express.
I mean, if we're choo-choo fucking, I'm pretty sure it's the Essex County Express.
Indeed. Those are part of that. And those are locations. Okay. The Beyond, which is Flock of Seagulls. Striking Fear, which is the Martini Glasses. Ancient Evils, Fucked Up Soccer Ball. And the Dark Cult. Put one of the 3 engine cars into play at random. Remove the other versions of engine car from the game.
We're gonna fuck that choo-choo.
Okay. Then,
or that choo-choo's gonna fuck us. We're not sure which yet.
Put 6 of the 8 train car locations into play at random in a straight line to the left of the engine car, removing the remaining 2 from the game. So,
this one is out, and this one is out.
Okay, now start putting them in. Alrighty, so this is the leftmost one.
I'm pretty sure it's the rightmost one, Rip.
To me, it's the leftmost one, and to the book, it's the leftmost one. Reveal the leftmost train car.
Passenger car! Passenger car!
It is a passenger car. Forced, after, I don't think we do the forced. Yes, if that location has a forced effect that triggers upon entering that location, ignore it, because we're already on the train.
Good.
So, it has 3 shroud, 4 clues, 2 per investigator. The forced would have been, after you enter passenger car, you must either discard cards from your hand with at least 2 books or take 2 horrors. All right, set all 4 copies of Across Time and Space aside out of play. Based on your difficulty level, we're doing standard. Add the following chaos token to the chaos bag, -3.
Whee!
There it is. Fuck you, engine car.
But there's another red one there, Rip. We should put that in the bag, too.
All right, -3. Shuffle the remainder of the encounter cards into the encounter deck.
Copy that.
Okay. Essex County Express. We've got Act 1, Act 2, Agenda 1, Agenda 2, Agenda 3, Agenda 4, Agenda 5.
Whee!
That is a lot of agendas. Moving on the train, quote, left and right. During this scenario, locations are lined up from left to right. With the engine car as the rightmost location, whenever a card refers to the location to the left or location to the right, it refers to the location immediately to your location's left or right. Any card that affects a reference, or any card effects that reference a direction should be interpreted from the perspective of the diagram below, which is how we have those set up. And then that's the do not read. So, the agenda. A tear in reality. As the train to Dunwich comes to a jarring stop, you look out the window behind you and see an immense tear in the sky, like a rip in a piece of cloth. Several of the rearmost train cars are pulled backwards, and there is a dreadful metallic crunch as they are detached. The train cars topple upwards and into the rift in the sky. Nearby passengers are panicking, others are cowering in their seats, and one elderly man has fainted in fear. For doom.
Act 1A. Run! The train has stopped on a bridge high above the Miskatonic River. You might be able to survive the fall, but you don't like your chances. Your best bet is to make your way to the engine car as fast as you can and get the train running again. Objective: if an investigator enters the engine car, immediately advance.
So we got to go all the way to the engine car.
This is why trains are terrible.
Yeah. Terrible and terrifying. Okay, so each of the train cars are connected to the locations to the left and right of it. You cannot enter the train car unless all of the clues on the location to its left have been discovered. So we need to get them there clues. And by that I mean you need to get them there clues. Oh, that's my weakness, so that can't be in my opening hand.
Oh, I get to draw one more just to see what.
Kind of like that.
Me likey.
I'm going to discard these three. Okay. Not the best hand. Not what I wanted, but here we are at the back of the train. The cars behind us are getting sucked up into the sky. So we need to get these clues. So yeah, we have the skull is minus X, where X is the current agenda.
And there's 5 of them?
There are 5 of them. Cultist, -1. If you fail and it's your turn, lose all of your remaining actions and end your turn immediately. Tablet, -2. Add 1 doom to the nearest cultist. And Squid Monster, -3. If you fail, choose and discard a card from your hand.
Okay.
So, you got them there clues.
So I go first, yeah?
Yeah, I think just we need to get here as fast as we can.
Bam, bam.
Magnifying glass and Milan. That's a pretty standard opening.
So that is action the first, since magnifying glass is free. Fast, sorry. So I'm sitting at a 7 on a 3.
Yeah.
Action the second, investigate the first.
Other sign.
If you succeed, draw 1 card for each tome you control. Damn.
Still a 0 though, right?
Yep. And investigate the second. -4 or better. Damn!
That was 2 elder signs if you couldn't tell.
And the problem is, I may or may not have 1 or more tomes currently.
You do get 2 resources though from Milan.
He's damn near paid for himself.
Mm-hmm. Alright, well my first action is going to be to get out Greta. I get +1 fist after you defeat an enemy. Exhaust her to discover a clue at my location. That costs all 5 of my resources. Let's stand together, Tony. Choose another investigator at your location. Both you and that investigator gain 2 resources.
Happily.
Since I'm not great at investigating, I figure I can help out a bit. But you know who is good at investigating? My brother. I'm going to investigate 4 on 3, since I figure I should try to do my part. 4 on a 3. -1.
Hey,
I got a clue.
Clue Man Rip.
Yep. Yeah, so Randall Cho. I mean, he could go get my boxing gloves if I wanted to, but he got me a clue. Almost like boxing gloves. And that was my turn. All right, it is the monster's turn. They don't do anything.
Draw a card.
Uh-huh.
Gain a resource. Oh, look. I'm back up to 5 resources.
You're welcome. Yeah, stand together is a, I guess, technically net better emergency cash, only I get 2 and you get 2. All right, Doom on the sheet. Lead investigator, pick up a card.
Oh, look. Ancient Evils plays a dude on
Ancient Evils in this scenario is just super evil. Arcane Barrier. Oh my god.
Hey, Rip, are you gonna... Oh, you can't punch that one.
As an additional cost to move into or out of the attached location, test head 4. If successful, discard Arcane Barrier. Otherwise, you must either cancel the effects of the move, not gonna happen, or discard the top 5 cards of your deck. All right, you want to get us out of here?
Yep. I'm going...
I was hoping for somebody to punch so that I could get clues with Greta, but...
I'm going to investigate. 7 on 3, so -4 or better. That is a success. Gain a resource. And now I'm going to move.
Test head 4.
Test head 4. I'm going to commit my old book of lore.
Okay.
4 on 4. I don't think it's going to be super useful to draw cards. Hey!
So...
Old book of lore, you did your job. And it's successful.
Oh, and it discards it. That's amazing. You're my favorite.
I try.
Take your clue.
Boxer's got a hots for the librarian.
Uh-huh.
Oh, look! Passenger car. 2 shroud, 2 investigator clues. Forced, after you enter passenger car, you must either discard cards from your hand with at least 2 total head icons, or take 2 horror.
Ooh, taking horror is no bueno.
Well, I just kind of have to take the horror because I don't have any.
2 horror?
And so that was action the second.
Uh-huh. Did you get your resource from Milan?
Yes, because I was at 5 to start the hands.
Okay.
So, another investigate. -5 or better.
Okay. Now, I wonder, do question marks count as heads for this? I don't actually know. I'm going to BGG it. Or first, let me see if...
You would think that they would... Well, it gives you more flexibility, but you are also putting in something that is more useful.
Right. When discarding cards to passenger car's forced effect, question mark icons are considered a match for the required head or book icons. Okay, but that still means I need to draw some cards. First action, draw a card.
I mean, if you're at the location with me, can I discard towards...
No,
actually, it doesn't matter.
because it's me.
I wouldn't be able to...
Second action, draw a card. Okay, third action, move. Discarding discarding Mano a Mano, which has 1 head, and Dr. Francis Morgan, who has a question mark. So that is 2 total brain icons. And Francis Morgan is an ally anyway, and I've already got 1 out. Discarding the Mano a Mano kind of sucks, but I did not want to take the horror. Just
probably a
period.
Good idea.
Plus, I got another useful card.
Okay, monsters go. Monsters are done. We go.
We go.
Get resource.
Second or third Doom on the sheet.
Oh, look, Ancient Evils. No.
No.
Rotting Remains. Test head 3. For each point you fail by, take 1 horror. I'm just gonna skip that and just take 1 horror. Because I don't have anything to commit to it, and I only have a head of 3.
Okay.
So...
Playing Word of Protection.
Fast play when you draw a non-weakness treachery card. Cancel that card's revelation effect, then take 1 horror. So I'm...
Why couldn't I just stayed there and then I could have parlayed him and then moved? So that... Oh, and it has Surge. So it's a helpless passenger, Surge, Revelation, put him into play at the location to your left, which, if you go back there, you have to discard book icons or take
and then
2
to come
horror.
back, you have to discard 2 head.
Yeah, he might just be dying.
Yeah, because we're 1 doom away from...
Yeah. So you can parlay. You can parlay to take control of helpless passenger. Forced, if he leaves play, each investigator takes a horror.
I mean,
How did you take that much horror already?
So I took 2 because I didn't have the heads.
You didn't have the heads? Okay.
To discard. I have 1 trauma, which is 3, and I
just took, wow.
took the lesser of what I perceived as 2 evils.
All right, well, I have Rotting Remains. So I'm testing 3 on 3. -2, taking 2 horror. That's half of my horror HP.
Meep, meep.
All right, we need to get these clues and right fucking now.
Yep. Okay, so I think I'm just going to investigate thrice.
Okay.
Numero 1. Give me that clue.
Get a resource.
Thank you.
Also, we are playing with Dr. Milan Christopher untabooed. We're not playing with any taboo lists because we haven't won a scenario. We haven't won a campaign yet. So I figure no taboo list.
Numero 2.
That'll do it.
Hey. Y número 3.
That'll do it.
Just stacking up the clues and the resources.
Yeah.
I've Let me just keep my resources in nice, neatly ordered rows like I always do.
But now it's a bowling setup.
-1.
Oh, -1. You don't have the head pin.
Don't worry, I'll start doing it with 3s. Sure. Actually, I can do it with 3s now.
Yeah. All right, my first action, I paid 2. I'm going to play Scene of the Crime. Play only as your first action. Discover a clue at your location.
How convenient.
2 if there's a monster, but I don't want, We need him now. We need to run. We need to get to the.
Hey, look.
We need to get to the engine
I
car.
can still keep them in an orderly.
Nice. Then I'm going to head into the other train car because now we got all the clues. I'm running up here. This is the dining car. Dining car is connected to the location to the left and right of it. Forced, after you reveal dining car, search the encounter deck and discard pile for a grappling horror and draw it. Hey, a monster for me to fight.
Oh, there's no clues there, Rip.
Yeah, that's fine. I just want to punch things. Grappling horror. He is a 3/3/2 hunter. While you are engaged with grappling horror, you cannot move.
That ducks.
Oh, you know what? Greta's going to be taking one of that horror that I took from my rotting remains.
Probably a good idea.
All right, 3/3/2, you say, huh?
This is action your 3rd.
This is my 3rd action.
Punch him. Punch him in the dick. Paula Teresa.
I don't think I need that. So, yeah, I can tank a hit, although Greta would... Can I tank a hit? Yes, this card is too important. I'm just going to punch him with my fist using Vicious Blow.
If only I were there.
I've got 5, 6 fist, 7 fists on his 3. -1. He takes 2 damage because of Vicious Blow. Oops.
He takes 2 resources.
He takes 2 resources. Okay. That is my turn.
Monsters go.
The monster attacks me. He deals me 1 heart, which is going to go on Greta, and 1 brain. Counterpunch! Fast. Play after an enemy attacks you. I shouldn't have vicious blowed. Too late now. I'm not going to retcon that because this will do 2 damage. Whatever. Play after an enemy attacks you. Even if that attack was canceled, fight. This attack targets the attacking enemy. And I'm sitting at 6.
So you could dodge-gate counterpunch.
You could dodge-gate counterpunch. I mean, I am a boxer, right? Dodging and weaving and throwing a counterpunch. Okay. Anyway, what I say? I was at 6. 6 on a 3. -1. He dead.
Discover a clue. Oh.
Yeah, I could. Well, no, I would have to deal damage to her, and I don't want to do that.
Discard your counterpunch.
Yep. So that was the monster turn. Upkeep. Fourth doom on the sheet.
Yep.
Keep moving! The rearmost car of the train detaches as it is pulled backwards. To your horror, it rises off the tracks and is consumed by the gate above you. Remove the leftmost location from the game, or place it in the victory display if it has victory X and no clues on it.
Take a horror.
I'm not done reading. Did it have a victory on it? I don't think it did.
Nope.
Okay. Each investigator at that location is defeated. Each enemy and asset is discarded. Discard all clues controlled by the investigators.
But I have so many clues.
Now, because, helpless passenger is discarded.
Oh.
So, yes, now we do take, is it a horror or direct horror? Probably just a horror. I'm taking it on my character
Takes
anyway.
1 horror.
So I could put it on Greta if I wanted to, but...
It might be worth doing that now, because there's rotting remains in there.
It's true. But, regardless. Okay. The next agenda card is the Maw Widens. The tear grows larger, and you can feel the rearmost car of the train shaking as it is pulled backwards. The situation threatens to erupt into chaos, and as more passengers realize the danger they are in. Some passengers are looking for places to hide, while others are running about the compartments in terror. All right, 3 doom on this one.
Card. Terror from Beyond. Hex Terror. Peril. I'm going to say skills.
Done.
Oh, look, my overpower's gone. But if you draw another Terror from Beyond...
I have to choose 2.
2.
No, it's just an acolyte.
Oh, cool.
I'll go punch him. Should I go punch him now?
Yes.
Yeah, because you want to get up there and start getting clues.
Correct.
Okay. Going into this train car, it is another passenger car. After you enter passenger car, you must either discard cards from your hand with at least 2 foot icons or take 2 damage. Well, I'll soak the damage. That's fine with me. I've got 9 HP. It has 1 shroud, 3 investigator clues. That is 6. Acolyte is engaged with me. Second action, I'm just going to punch him with my fists. I'm sitting at 6 on his 3.
No, it's only got 1 shroud. You could investigate this.
Yep. 6 on his 3. -2. He is dead. I will exhaust Greta Wagner and deal 1 damage to her to discover one of those clues.
No, you don't get the 3.
Right.
Not that it matters.
It doesn't really matter. And then, yeah, I'll just investigate straight up. 2 on a 1. What else am I going to do? I could draw a card, but I think we need to get these clues. 2 on a 1. -1. That's a clue.
Clue, magnet.
I've gotten 4 so far this game.
1, 2, because there's nothing there.
After you reveal dining car.
Yep. And investigate.
After you enter passenger
Take
card. You
2
must
damage?
discard cards with 2 feet or take 2 damage.
Oh, that's a... And investigate for action in the third. Oh, look. A clue.
Solid. All right. Flip your bitch. Unflip your bitch. Unflip my bitch.
Card.
Yep.
Resource.
Yep. Doom on the sheet.
It's all sheet. Mysterious chanting. Hex revelation. Place 2 doom on the nearest cultist enemy. If there are no cultist enemies in play, search the encounter deck and discard pile for a cultist enemy. And draw it. Shuffle the encounter deck.
Now, that card says to shuffle the encounter deck, but we didn't search it. Are we going to put him in here? Can you get all 3 of these clues next?
I mean, I'm doing a 7 on a 1, so I would hope so.
But if we put him here, there's a chance I don't get to go punch him.
Right.
If I put him here, I'd have to come back into this.
And that's not no bueno.
That's fine.
That's fine.
This one I would have to take 2 damage, which I would say soak.
Put him forward.
Okay, put him forward.
Because even if I don't get all 3, you can still pick up a clue, potentially move and hit.
I would be testing 2 on a 1, which I don't like those odds.
But I could help you.
True. Okay, that was your encounter card, Mysterious Chanting.
That changes the calculus a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, if I go kill him, we have another turn, but you also have to take 2 damage or discard 2 foot cards. And I'm not going to be running back and forth all the way. So, and this is just take a horror, which I could assign to Greta.
I could assign to...
So you could assign it to Milan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Greta might not be long for this world, because I'd rather kill her than put my 5th out of 6 doom on, or horror on me.
Investigate the first.
So the helpless passenger has surge. We do fix that later. It didn't really affect the outcome, so it's not a huge deal, but I wanted to point that out.
7 on a 1.
No
God
times.
damn it. That's very rare that you hear somebody pull the
Elder Sign.
Elder Sign and say, damn it.
Yeah.
Investigate the second. Oh, let me get my 2. And investigate the third.
All right.
That is a success.
You got 2 5s of resources over there. All right, let me go punch this acolyte.
What happens when you do?
It is the sleeping car. It has 4 shroud, 1 clue. Action, gain 3 resources. Remember that you have stolen a passenger's luggage. Group limit once per game.
I need resources, Rip. I'm going to steal that luggage.
Punching the acolyte just with my fists. Sitting at 6 on 3. -1. He is dead. Now here's the question. This would kill Greta.
You're going to have to go back through there twice.
No, I'm not going to go get him.
Oh.
Oh, I didn't surge for this helpless passenger.
Cheating again.
It's another helpless passenger.
Oh my god.
Pushed into the beyond. Choose and shuffle a non-story asset you control into your deck. Well, here. That means I don't have Greta, so this is just retconning.
Your punch still happened.
My punch, yeah. I'm discarding Greta. Well, oh, I can't remember what I drew. Yeah, I drew a -1, and I'd been testing 5 on a 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And then
if you discard Greta,
I die.
huh?
And I don't punch him. Get over here. Boxing gloves. Flesh ward. Okay. That's retconning the surge for the helpless passenger. Now, these will kill me. You would have to go back here, parlay twice, and that's your turn.
Yep.
But then if we draw on Ancient Evils, you would get fucked.
No.
Is it only the first one and then the last one or two? Okay. Anyway, so my first action was move. My second action was punch. My third action is going to be draw a card. Okay.
All right. I'm going to come back here.
Parlay, parlay.
Parlay, parlay.
What are these cards? These are my discard. So that's where these should go.
All right.
Let's just hope you don't get fucked in the back of the train. Plus, if you come in
it
here...
is train fucking, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Card.
Card.
Resource.
Oh, look. A resource for me.
Second out of 3 doom on the sheet.
Mm-hmm.
I think all the helpless passengers are gone. I think there's only 3 of them. What do you got? An acolyte. That's fine. Yeah, because the doom's going to go away. Yeah. Wizard of the Order. At the end of the Mythos phase, place 1 doom on Wizard of the Order. I'll put him here so I can come back and deal with him.
Do you have foot to, or you just soak the damage?
I'll just soak 2 damage.
Well, then you need to take care of him first.
I can do that. Like right now?
Yeah.
Right now?
Preferably.
Get over here, Wizard of the Order. Engage, fight. Choose a non-elite enemy at your location or a connecting location. Move that enemy to your location.
You can find that clue. Oh, Greta's gone.
Engage it and attack it. So I am going to be attacking 5 on 4. Yep, let's just go 5 on 4.
It's a bold move, Cotton. Let's see how it works out for him.
-2. That is a fail. He retaliates on me.
He retaliates all over you.
Yep. Okay. Next, I'm going to give him the old 1-2 punch. You get +1 fist for this attack. If you succeed, you may fight that enemy again. So I'm 6 on a 4. No, you know what? Yeah, no. 6 on a 4. Oh, he technically should have a doom on him too. Do I want to commit this card? Ugh. 6 on a 4. Elder Sign, +1. If this skill test is successful during an attack, return an event from your discard pile to your hand. An event, you say?
Mano a mano?
Yeah, it's probably going to be that. That's a really good event. Returning mano a mano to my hand. So the 1-2 punch is done. It deals +1 damage. And it was an event, so I would have dealt an extra damage to him. He's dead. That's coming back to my hand. Glory. Play after you defeat an enemy. Draw 2 cards. Hey, Tommy. Fuck you, Tommy. I have no resources. I cannot do anything. Shouldn't have drawn 2 cards.
Too bad I can't give you some of my resources.
Right.
15. The fuck is wrong with this game?
Tommy, you showed up at the worst possible time.
That's what I do.
I've got to try to evade him. That's the only thing I can do. I could surrender my third action. Are there any bad things? Add a doom to the cultist enemy. That's not the end of the world.
What, you don't want to try and hit him?
I could punch him straight up. I guess I could punch him straight up. Yeah, okay, punch him straight up.
He's only got 2 fight. And you can only do 1 damage to him at a time anyways.
Yeah, 5 on 2. 0. All right, he takes a damage. I was going to try to evade him so I didn't have to tank 2 damage, but... I mean, 0 would have failed, so... All right, that's my turn.
Okay, my turn. I'm going to play 2 cards with a total combined cost of 4. Second hand is my Necronomicon, the good one. And the Holy Rosary.
Okay.
That's the second one. I'm going to come in here. I take 2 damage.
Oof.
By Christopher.
Christopher's dead.
So my net books remains unchanged. I don't think I'll be hurting for resources.
No, you're fine. Yeah, he served his purpose.
And I still have +2 book and +1 head.
And you're bringing the passengers along.
Yep. God forbid I have to sacrifice them to keep myself alive, but that won't keep either of us alive for very long if I have to do that. Alright, monsters go. Monsters done.
No, monster's not done.
Oh, monster attack strip.
I'm at 5 of 9 HP. Because he deals 2 hearts to me.
Alright. Draw carta.
Yep. Get a resource. I am hurting on resources.
My back is hurting on my resources. They're heavy.
All right. Third doom on the sheet. Fourth doom in play.
Nope. I will let you read your addenda.
Don't stop! The next train car is ripped backwards with violent force. A middle-aged man hangs from his fingertips as the car flies unhindered towards the rift. In moments, the car is consumed whole and the man lets go rather than be pulled into the void. He starts to fall but is caught by the rift's force and pulled inside anyway. Remove the leftmost location from the game or place it in the victory display if it has victory X and no clues on it. Each investigator at that location is defeated. Each enemy and asset at that location is discarded. Discard all clues controlled by the investigators.
No, it's 10 clues I've had to discard.
Then we've got rolling backwards. The pull of the rift in the sky seems to grow stronger, and the entire train begins to roll backwards along the tracks. The rearmost cars of the train begin to rattle, the force of the rift threatening to detach them. You must get out of these cars as fast as you can. 4 doom this time.
Alrighty then.
Would you like to draw an encounter card?
No, I wouldn't. But I don't
It's
think I
the
have a
rules
choice.
of the game, yeah.
Frozen in Fear. Put Frozen in Fear into play in your threat area the first time you perform one of the following actions. Each round, it costs 1 additional action at the end of your turn. Test head 3. If you succeed, discard. Alright. Well, I think to help us out...
Well, I need to draw one.
No, you don't.
Grappling Horror. Hunter, while you are engaged with Grappling Horror, you cannot move. It's fine. I'm fine.
It's all good?
It's all good.
Alright. I'm assuming you can't kill both of those guys in 2 or fewer turns where you would expect to move, so I don't think it really matters who goes first.
Right.
I'm not going to be able to help you regardless.
Do you just want me to punch?
Yeah, go ahead and punch.
Okay. First, I'm going to play Mano a Mano, targeting the Grappling Horror. Play only as your first action. Deal 2 damage to an enemy engaged with you. This action does not provoke attack of opportunity. So 2 damage.
Because you wouldn't be able to do it to Tommy Malloy.
Right. 2 damage. Plus, when you deal damage to an enemy by an event, which this is, deal 1 additional damage. Oh. Hey, look, he's got 3 HP. He's dead.
I mean, you could have killed Tommy with that.
How?
Because that would have done 1. That's a separate action.
When Tommy Malloy would take any amount of damage, reduce that amount to 1.
Right.
When you deal damage to an enemy by an event or a fight ability on an event, deal 1 additional
one
damage.
additional damage.
Yeah,
Okay.
It's not like Agnes. It's 1 additional damage. Then I'm going to punchy.
Twice?
Yep. So 5 on 2.
Take that, Tommy Malloy.
Squid monster, -3. That's a pass. -3 if you fail, choose and discard a card from your hand. Right.
But you didn't fail.
Right. 5 on 2 again. Squid monster.
How convenient.
He's dead. All right, I took care of both of my monsters.
Hooray.
Well, he's not a monster, technically. He's a humanoid criminal syndicate.
All right, I'm going to move in here. Frozen in Fear takes 2 of my actions. And now I am going to investigate. That is a 5, 6, 7 on a 4.
7 on a 4.
8 on a 4.
Okay. Yeah, I guess you got your magnifying glass and your Necronomicon in one hand and your magnifying glass in one, Necronomicon in the other. You have no use for a flashlight, so.
-4 or better. I got that clue.
Sweet.
And at the end of my turn, test head 3, which is just going to be straight up. Oh, no! Haha!
Holy Rosary.
-1 or better. Bam!
Skull is -X, where X is the act, or is agenda. 3. -3.
Still frozen in fears.
Oh, that's okay. Carta.
Monsters go, draw a carta.
I drew my weakness.
Oh.
When you deal 1 or more damage to an enemy, take a damage. I mean, I was going to go punch him. I'll be fine.
I mean, if you discard that now and move in there,
I can take a hit.
it's the same either way.
And then
Or no.
Yeah.
If you discard that now and just...
Fab. Like, cause it won't let you move into there unless you think you can go in there and run away from him. You only got 2 feet.
Yeah, no.
Well, plus, yeah. All right, that's fine. Anyway, do him on the sheet. We have 4 turns before this happens, which will take the next 2.
Unless...
Ancient Evils.
Dissonant Voices. Wonderful.
You can't play assets or events.
Correct.
Claws of Steam. This is no bueno. Revelation. Test head 3. If you fail, take 2 damage, and you cannot move from this location this round. Damage from this effect must be assigned to your assets first, if able. Well, I'm going to discard... See, that would be straight up. I'm going to discard both dodge and my second mano a mano to make this a -2. Zero. Still worth the insurance. Okay, Claws of Steam passed. Yeah, I guess my turn can be do this. If I don't go and kill him, what's your plan? I guess you can't do any of that shit.
I mean, I would not have a problem with just
Drawing
sitting here and
cards.
drawing 3 cards.
And getting 2 resources. Have you been using that every turn it's been out? I guess you don't have to.
I mean, it's an action.
You get a free action on a tome every turn.
I forgot about that. Can I retcon it once?
Yes, retcon it once. Because I know for a fact it's been out at least 1 entire turn.
I forgot about my tome action. I'm a dummy.
That's the only... That is the only... Or no.
That's so good.
It's so good. 2 resources is for free.
Yeah.
You get 3 resources a turn. You're a super Jenny.
And when I had fucking Milan Christopher.
Yeah.
Like...
All right. So again, what was your plan if I don't do this? Just sit here and draw cards?
Yeah.
Was that
I
your
mean,
plan?
I may have 4 cards in hand, but
They're not super useful.
no.
And we've got a little bit before this happens. So yeah, I'm just going to spend 2 actions to discard that. And then I will spend 1 action to go try to find my boxing gloves. Search the top 9 cards of your deck for a weapon and then add it to your hand. I think I've discarded 1 of my boxing gloves already.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I've only got one out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So there's a better than 50% chance that it's in here. Nope. Yep. Okay.
Nope. Yep.
Alrighty, so there's my boxing gloves, and it goes into my hand. Unfortunately, it costs 3 to play, and so did that. That costs 1 to play. Am I prepared for the worst? That's my turn.
Rip, can I give you a loan?
Right? If only... I do have access to teamwork. It's a blue card, but I don't have it in my deck.
Okay, turn the first. Draw a card. Turn the second. Draw a card.
Necronomicon. You can't play assets or events.
Card the third. Okay. That is actually helpful. Okay, end of my turn. Test.
Well, do you want to do your Necronomicon? You might as well.
I actually could have gained 8 resources this turn. It doesn't exhaust.
It doesn't exhaust. You can use that as many times as you want. As many actions as you have.
Okay. Test Frozen in Fear.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to commit my tote bag
Ooh, okay.
to make it a 5 on 3.
And what does that need? Head?
Yes.
I cannot help. I used all my head to...
Ugh.
-4.
Ugh. Well, Dissonant Voices gets...
At the end of the round.
End of the round.
Technically, it's after the upkeep and whatnot.
Oh. No, I can't play
You
assets.
can't play. Yeah, you committed. It is 2 different things.
Okay, monster goes, draw a card, get a resource. I have fucking buku.
Second Doom on the sheet. Mm-hmm. Counter card.
End of the round. Has
Yeah, oh yeah. End of the
officially
round.
passed.
Dissonant Voices goes away.
Oh, look.
Dissonant Voices? Oh, fuck. Claws of Steam.
What does it test? Head?
Head 3.
And it's what you can't...
Take 2 damage and you cannot move from this location this round. Which just means I wouldn't be able to go punch him. This card is the only one I can commit, but it is more useful as a card that I play. So I'm just going to test straight up 3 on 3. If you have... you're going to give me a Guts. Oh, a Drawn to the Flame. 1? Okay.
Yeah.
-1 or better. That throws a couple more.
Because I can get... I'm not worried about getting clues.
Yeah, I agree. We don't want to cheat. We'll put that -4 back in the bag. Just...
I'm glad, though, I didn't double commit, because I would have had 3 extra and drawn the -4.
Yeah. All right. What am I doing? 4 on a 3? Tablet, -2. Add 1 Doom to the nearest cultist enemy, which is bad
Doesn't he have one on?
because we advanced the act.
Oh.
Or the agenda, I mean. And I can't move from this location, so I can't go punch him.
And...
Oh, and I take 2 damage from the Claws of Steam. That puts me at 7 of 9. I am very damaged. Where's my brother? My brother can heal what? Damage, or go get my boxing gloves for me.
Well, I'll just gain my 2 resources as my free action.
Uh-huh.
Jesus Christ.
Is there any chance you can punch him? Otherwise, the agenda's going to advance next turn.
It'd be an even match.
There's the Elder Sign, the +1, and 2 zeros in the bag.
I mean, I can get there and probably... I could get there, potentially evade him, and find clues.
Yeah.
Which doesn't help our agenda.
No. Me getting those Claws of Steam twice really fucking hurt. And the time I needed the -2, I didn't commit. Like, the time I drew the 0, I committed to +2. The time I couldn't commit to +2, I draw the -2. That's this game. It always happens like that. I guess I need to flip up. Should I steal somebody's luggage? I think that adds like a tablet or a squid to the bag. I don't want to steal somebody's luggage, but I need the resources. It's tempting. It really is tempting.
I think I'm going to go in here and just try to evade him. I don't think that...
Well, let's see what the train car is. It is the parlor car. 3 shroud, 2 clues, cannot be investigated. Spend 3 resources to discover a clue in the parlor car.
Okay.
With all your stockpile, that's free.
Yeah, just a bit. I mean, if I try to fight him, I'm at 3 of 5 damage right now.
So evading him is going to be more likely successful than
Yes,
punching him. Okay.
because I can commit that.
Okay. You're sitting at 4 on a 2.
Yep, -2 or better. And this will end my turn.
Yep. Because of Frozen in Fear. Failed to evade. That fucking acolyte.
And at the end of my turn, test Frozen in Fear, 3 on 3. 0.
4.
Oh, 4.
Holy Rosary.
-1 or better.
Squid token. -3. If you fail, choose and discard a card from your hand. The emergency cash. All right, well, I can't move from here.
Well, so I take a damage.
Oh, no, it's my turn.
Eh,
I really want to steal this person's luggage. No, I'll just get a resource, spend 3 to put my boxing gloves out, and then draw a card. Okay. Ooh, okay. I have my next turn.
Monster goes.
Now you take a damage.
Ugh.
You could kill one of your helpless passengers, but then...
Which is fine for me.
Yeah, it would do the same thing. It would do worse to me than that's doing... or it would do the same thing to me as that's doing to you. It would put you one away... Put both of us one away from dying.
Mm-hmm. We'll see what we draw on the encounter deck.
Yep, well, first, 4 doom on the sheet.
I draw a card, get a resource.
Thought we were at that point. I forgot we were at that point.
Ooh, me gusta.
Te gustas?
Me gusta mucho.
It's not te gustas. That means you like yourself. you give pleasure to yourself.
It's still accurate.
Right. All right. The 4th doom comes into play. It's getting faster! 2 of the train cars closest to the gate are severed from the rest of the train by a sheet of impossibly hot steam, which slices through metal like a knife through butter. The cars are sucked upwards and fly into the gate. Something above the train lets out a terrible screech, though to your ears it is like the shrill sound of a broken steam pipe. Remove each of the 2 leftmost locations from the game or place in the victory display if it has victory X. Each investigator at those locations is defeated. Each enemy and asset at those locations is discarded. Discard all clues controlled by the investigators.
11.
Drawn in. The gate crackles with power as its strength increases. Dirt and rocks from the edge of the bridge behind you are torn from the ground, and trees are uprooted, pulled in by the gate. One younger passenger smashes the window of your car. Says, "We've got to get out of here." He leaps out the window, but before he lands in the river below, he is snatched in the talons of a swift flying creature and carried out of sight.
Is it a Bayaki?
Probably. A trail of steam is left in the creature's wake. 3 doom. The good news is ancient evils can't cause this to advance. What do you got?
Each investigator at your location loses 1 action.
Okay.
Each investigator at your location with 4 or more damage must also discard an asset he or she controls.
Okay. Magnifying Glass, Necronomicon, Holy Rosary.
I mean, I don't think I'm going to be needing the resources anymore. And
I mean, losing the book is not a huge deal.
No.
The Holy Rosary? Or the Magnifying Glass?
This is always +1 book. This is only +1 book
While investigating. Understood. Arcane Barrier. That's fine. Attached to your location. As an additional cost to move into or out of attached location, test head 4. If successful, discard Arcane Barrier. Otherwise, you must either cancel the effects of the move or discard the top of cards of your deck.
Are you going to come take care of him?
Yes. What damage does he do?
3, 1, 2, 1 heart.
Oh, I couldn't do that anyway. Okay, yep. Moving. Arcane Barriering.
+1.
Yep, I'm at 3 out of 4. I need the +1 or the Elder Sign. Squid Monster. If you fail, choose and discard a card from your hand.
Better than adding a doom to the nearest cultist.
Yeah. Let's get rid of Monster Slayer.
Or the cultist token would have been bad too.
Yes. And then discard the top 5 cards in my deck. Glory, Greta, Prepare for the Worst, Vicious Blow, clean them out. All right, second action, engage, so I don't accidentally punch you.
To death?
Yes. And 6 on a 3. Just punch him with fists. Skull is -4.
That was action
The third.
third.
Yep. I moved, engaged, and punched.
And a rack.
All right. Your turn. I can take one more hit. That would put the last damage on me, too. I'm sitting at 7 to 9.
Okay. Well, I'm going to spend all of my 6 resources.
So 6 resources to get 2 clues.
Times 2. Yep.
And then move into the engine car. I forget what's in the engine car waiting for you.
They're different.
Uh-huh. Although I will say if you die, I also die. Because the helpless passengers would...
Right.
I guess I could parlay them. Because they're a thing at my location. You are technically at my location. But I'm out of actions. Can't believe I missed punching a dude.
I think... So, Ancient Evils can't cause that to advance.
Yes, it can.
I thought you said...
We're going to put a doom on it, and then we could draw 2 of them.
Oh, I thought you said, like... I thought it was explicitly like...
Oh, no. I was saying because it has 3 doom, we can't get 2 Ancient Evils and cause it to advance. Next turn, we can.
Wonderful.
We could both get sucked up. There are 2 more Ancient Evils in this deck.
I can't move.
Why? Frozen in Fear?
Frozen in Fear.
Jeez, you need to get the fuck rid of that.
I'm trying. I'm going to draw a card.
Okay.
That doesn't help any. Okay. Frozen in Fear. 4 on a 3. 5 on a 3.
And you can heal a horror if you do.
That would be nice.
5 on a 3.
Is this the one?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Frozen in Fear is gone. The monster goes. He attacks me and puts my 8th out of 9 damage on me. If I die, I'd rather die to damage than to horror.
Draw un carta.
Yep. 2, 3, 4. Resource.
Yep.
Doom on the sheet. Don't draw any Ancient Evils.
Claws of Steam.
Uh-oh. What do you need to test?
Head 3.
And you're sitting at 4.
If you fail, take 2 damage, and you cannot move from this location this round.
Oh, you'll be dead.
Damage from this effect must be assigned to your assets.
I would be dead.
First. and I would not be dead.
Right.
Because I have 2 of them. I don't have anything that I'll say.
I was gonna save this to sink and heal me, so you're sitting at 5 on a 3. Don't kill me.
Oh, this is lousy.
Don't kill me. -3. So that's a failure. So it has to go to your assets first.
And neither of these 2 assets can receive damage.
Nope. So he leaves play and I take a horror. And you take a horror.
As do I.
And then when he leaves play, I take a horror. And you take a horror. That is my 6th out of 6 horror on me. Hey, look. Have fun with this acolyte. Because he was engaged with me. Yeah, I'm dead.
I see that.
Like, yeah, taking all that damage early really hurt me. The good news is you killed me on that card draw. Now I don't draw a card because I'm dead.
Okay.
That is the silver lining here.
So he does not retaliate.
No. But I took a... Well, actually, I don't know if I take a mental trauma. I think I do. 90% certain I do.
I don't even try that. That's a fucking waste of time. All right. Mind over matter. Fast play only during your turn. Until the end of the round, you may use your book in place of your fist and feet.
Okay.
I'm sitting at 6 on a 3. Let's make it a 7 on a 3. Because the archaic glyphs have been so helpful so far.
Yeah, I don't like any of those cards where it's like, it doesn't do anything now. You've got to spend all these resources to do nothing except for allow you to upgrade a card. Like, I don't like those cards.
I defeat him.
Uh-huh. He did.
He did. I also drew
the Elder Sign, so you get a card draw from the Necronomicon.
Correct.
Okay.
Okay. So that was action the first. Mm-hmm. Action the second. I am moving into Ye Olde Engine Car. 2 Shroud, 2 Investigator Clues. Forced after you reveal Engine Car, search the encounter deck and discard pile for a grappling horror and draw it. Shuffle the encounter deck.
Well, there are no grappling horrors in there. There you go.
Oh, he does 1 and 1.
4 clues for you. He's only got 3 HP. That's easy. If you've got this level 5 1-2 punch that I've been saving for exactly this scenario, but you just had to kill me with your -3
I couldn't help it!
All right. Shuffling the encounter deck because I did technically search it. You do advance the act.
Hooray.
You got to get all these clues.
The investigator entering the engine car reads the following out loud.
Indeed.
A tender car filled with coal blocks your way to the engine cab. Swallowing your fear, you climb out of the nearby window and clamber onto the roof of the train, making your way across the tender car. The steady backward motion of the train makes it difficult for you to keep your footing. As you get close, a winged creature swoops down from above, its body composed of piping hot steam. You must decide. Choose one. Test foot 3 to attempt to dodge the creature. If you fail, you leap too far and barely grip the side of the train, hanging on for dear life. Although you manage to pull yourself up, the experience is terrifying. You suffer 1 mental trauma.
Oof.
Test fist 3 to attempt to endure the creature's extreme heat. If you fail, the creature flies through you and the heat burns you. You suffer 1 physical trauma.
So which is it going to be, boy? They're both 2s for you.
Correct. I am going to attempt to fist. Endure the creature's extreme heat.
Because you'd rather...
Because I'm trying to end this scenario.
What? So, wait a
Straight
minute.
up.
Have you moved in here yet?
Yes.
Okay. Because if an investigator enters the engine car, okay. You're trying to end this scenario.
I see a way forward. It is slim, but I see a way forward.
Okay. So you're testing 3 on a 3. Squid monster, -3. If you fail, choose and discard a card from your hand.
Hey, look, we fucked up again. So, Bowie's testing fists on this test of 3, and he drew a -3. But he played a mind over matter earlier in the turn, so he could have been testing books, which was 6, which would have made him pass, so he should not have taken this trauma. Yeah, this is a tough game, folks. But don't make it tougher on yourself, like we did.
How about this one?
Okay. You're taking a physical trauma?
Yes.
I think that... okay. I don't think that adds a damage to you right now. It might.
I mean, if that is the case, then I am changing what I'm doing. Because I was under the impression
No.
it just gets marked.
Yeah, it looks like, yeah, trauma reflects permanent damage that has been done to an investigator. If an investigator is defeated in a scenario, yeah, so you take trauma by dying to health, you take mental trauma by dying to sanity, you get to choose if they're equal. Yeah, yeah, we just mark it. Okay, you took a physical trauma, although I still don't know why you would put that on your little one, but anyway.
So, my first action.
So Bowie's going to go ahead and take his quote-unquote first action here. The only problem with that is it's still the investigator's phase, and he's already taken 2 actions. So he's just going to get 2 additional actions this turn, which we both just kind of forgot that us reading the act card wasn't the Mythos phase. And I don't catch it. Bowie doesn't catch it. So yeah, we kind of cheated pretty bad here. But yeah, there's nothing we can do about it now. It's already been done.
Yep. Is to play the Necronomicon.
I'm going to try to evade him. 3 on a 2.
Okay. -4.
So I do not evade him.
Correct.
I'm going to try to evade him again.
Uh-huh.
2 on a 2. Excuse me. He is evaded.
Correct. And you get to draw a card.
I get to draw a card. It might still happen. Action the 3rd. I'm going to investigate.
With a deduction. With the upgraded deduction.
So I'm sitting on 8
8 on 2.
on 2. So the only thing that prevents me from gaining 3 clues
Is the auto fail?
is the autofail. How about an autofail?
0's pretty good.
I gain 3 clues.
And that's your entire turn.
Yes.
Monster goes, he doesn't do anything because he's exhausted. During the upkeep, he readies up and re-engages you.
I draw a card.
Du man sie sheet.
I get a resource.
Be good. Broken rails.
I lose an action.
Okay.
Each investigator at my
Discard
location
an
with
asset.
4 or more damage must discard an asset.
Okay.
I'm more worried about the head right now. Okay, so I have 2 actions this turn.
Yep.
I am going to evade him.
I'm going to try to evade him.
That is what I drew.
Oh,
And I was like, yes, I can still do this.
4 on a 2. -1. If you do this.
I draw a card.
Uh-huh. Is it the Necronomicon? It's the bad Necronomicon? I mean, all you have to do is get this one clue. You're sitting at 5 on a 2.
7.
7 on a 2.
2.
Just don't
But
draw
there-
the Elder sign. There's 2
2
auto
autofails.
fails.
I swear to God, if it's a...
If it's the Elder sign. If it was the regular auto fail, there's nothing you
Yeah.
can do about it. But
Oh, he's...
yeah, he's exhausted at your location. Yep.
It feels red.
It is -4. You are at 7 on a 2.
I still get 2 clues. There are
Well-
only 1 there.
When there are no, I guess we didn't read that card, did we? What is the front of
Get
this?
the engine running, Act 2A. You've managed to make it to the engine cab a few minutes ago, but now you have to get the engine started again so you can outrun the pulling force of the gate. Objective: if there are no clues in the engine car,
Well done.
immediately advance.
Well done.
The engine roars to life and kicks into motion. You shovel coal into the engine's firebox and are relieved to see that the train is moving forward along the tracks. Once again, with an evaded grappling horror next to you going, "Can I hit you now?"
Yeah.
R1.
R1.
Ah! Holy shitballs. I had those 2 emergency caches for like most of the game. And
For
then
discard fodder?
And then as I was coming into the engine car, I drew both deductions. It was just like, so you're saying there's a chance.
Before resolving any other resolution, if at least one investigator was defeated, the investigators read investigator defeat first.
Uh-oh.
Your experience beyond the gate is simultaneously terrifying and impossible to recall with clarity. A hypnotic spectacle of lights, otherworldly sensations, and altered geometry dances at the tattered edges of your mind. An unearthly voice from beyond rings in your ears, its significance an enigma. When you awaken, you find yourself in the woods, several miles from the Miskatonic River. Destroyed train cars surround you. They are crumpled, as if from a severe impact. They are also decayed, as if years of rust and squalor have claimed them. There is no sign of the other passengers. I would like to point out that you got the engine car running with me here and without it being sucked up. I want to point this out. Each investigator who is defeated has acquired the across space and time weakness. Revelation, discard the top 3 cards of your deck. Must add a copy of it to his or her deck. This card does not count towards that investigator's deck size. Each investigator who was defeated earns 1 bonus experience, as his or her experience beyond the gate grants them insight into the cosmos. If an investigator with the Necronomicon in his or her deck was defeated, in your campaign log record that the Necronomicon was stolen.
I've got both of them!
The
And
Necronomicon...
remove it from your deck?
Right. It specifically says the Olas Wormius translation.
Boo!
If an investigator with the Dr. Henry Armitage card, the Professor Warren Rice card, or the Dr. Francis Morgan card in his or her deck was defeated, record that the character in question was kidnapped. Well, Francis...
It was nice knowing you.
Yep. Where are you at, Francis?
Say it was early, I thought.
I'll just trade him with my cross space and time. If no resolution was reached, then go to resolution 2. But we got resolution 1.
Actually, you could literally just swap the...
I am swapping the... Because he technically goes back into the city he was in. You breathe a sigh of relief as the gate behind the train collapses harmlessly upon itself.
You don't say.
Then how did I get sucked up? I just want to point that out. I'm still here. I'm just unconscious. Or maybe I went insane and I ran off the back of the train.
I can get off the train.
Yeah. I did lose all of my sanity points, so maybe that's what it was. All right. The few passengers who survived the ordeal seem unable to comprehend what just happened. One passenger mentions, quote, a pipe bursting in the rear car, and that quickly becomes the explanation for the innocent and the ignorant. Those who either cannot or choose not to delve further into the mystery. You, on the other hand, know better. Although in hindsight, you wish you hadn't. Each investigator earns experience equal to the Victory X value of each card in the Victory display.
2.
2? Oh, both of those.
Yep.
That's it. That's the resolution.